the final day of 2025. I'm spending it planning what I want to do in 2026. Currently dog sitting, so I'm in a different house than usual, hence the lack of Art by Angus on the walls. I'm making use of my lovely kitchen that I've got to work in to plan ahead for the year. Starting to get the pieces together in my mind of what next year is going to look like. Built out a little tracker for my social media stuff, and then like a super basic kind of revenue tracker, tracking sales, tracking how much money is going in, coming out. The classic, how to run a business 101, I guess. Are you making money? Planning actually probably to lose some money in the first few months of the year, but as an investment, as I want to start trying to test running ads on social media to use that as a vehicle for sales. Thinking about maybe 4 clothing drops. So obviously these Love hoodies going to be potentially part of the first drop. I might plan for that to be maybe the beginning of March. So watch this space. And then obviously, YouTube. I'm really trying to think about how to make these videos engaging. I think, listen, this video is probably not the most engaging, but if you're watching this, you can say you were here early before I figured out how to make the videos really engaging. And that's what I really want to do for the beginning, at least of the YouTube, is just really show behind the scenes of what I'm actually doing, what I'm working on. New Year's Eve update. It's now 6:32 p.m. Been for a ridiculously long, strong sauna sesh. Didn't do any exercise in the gym. Start that next year. And came back and did some more of the clothing design stuff. Like this hoodie, it looks quite good on black. But on a white background, the design I had was going really faded. And even this is a little bit fadey, like the colors just don't pop enough. So I used ChatGPT with the back and forth to get a much higher res, kind of more colorful. Hopefully the colors pop more design. And I've just spent like £100 on samples. Got another black hoodie, a blue hoodie, like royal blue, a t-shirt, a trucker cap. Maybe that's it. I think I got another t-shirt as well. So trying different colors, but like different standards, different qualities or whatever as well, to try and find the best possible product for you out there when you get it. I also looked through some of these designs that I have. For example, the old fuck off, or like this one. It's a quote from James Bond. A kite dancing in a hurricane. Or just a bit of positive affirmation. You can fucking do it. So those are all potential future clothing designs. If you like any of them, let me know. I also did one in Jordan that I don't have on me, but it says the word lucky in multiple different colors, kind of like the love. And I think that is probably going to be the next design. And then I'm also thinking 4 clothing drops next year. Maybe I just do a few different designs in each drop rather than focusing on a single one. All of these things are the thoughts running through my head with 5.5 hours left in the year. But I think I'm going to hang up the planning for the rest of today and just get into seeing it if the new year. Is going to spend it on the couch, probably sipping on some red wine before sober January begins. And just like that, it's 2026. Let's get into the year. Woke up, went for a 10k run around Hyde Park, ran past Royal Albert Hall and past the lake, past the Serpentine Gallery, where someday my art may appear, you never know. So I'm currently on hold, trying to organise redelivery of a Royal Mail parcel. And I'm bored, and it's been a long time already, and I feel like it might be another long amount of time. So I'm going to see, in the time that I'm on hold, can I do a painting and make a piece of content about doing that painting? And this is the behind the scenes element. This is the sort of stuff you only get to see on YouTube. Time for the big reveal. They did actually answer the phone before I finished the painting. My package is being redelivered. But now I've also got this lovely painting to show for the experience. It's very cold. I've come up to my roof before sunset because I'm trying to keep the momentum alive and I'm trying to film a few pieces of content. Because I know once I go back to work next week, it's going to be harder to film content. It's going to be harder to get that momentum. But I really believe, and this is one of the videos I'm about to make on the roof for a short form video, it's just saying that if you build the momentum, I feel like the times where I was best at social media, my performance was best, I was having videos that were doing decent views, were the times where I was being consistent. And I think the hardest thing is building the momentum to get to the point of being consistent. So I'm focusing in January on just building that momentum. I'm going to try post at least one short form video every day. And that's the secret, I think, is getting that momentum going. Not really caring about how they perform as much. Just building that muscle of the reflexivity of every day I'm going to post something. And then from there, you'll get to the point of actually having things to do well. That's my plan anyway for today. Shot about 10 minutes of footage on the roof. I've edited that now into 4 pieces of short form content. None of them are going to set the world alight, but that's 4 pieces of content that I can use to post across the next few days, have the momentum that I talk about in one of those videos. You might have seen it on my social medias if you're following me at Arpangus. If you're not, what are you doing? And obviously a bit of YouTube content for this week's vlog as well, which now I think I might go spend the next 30 minutes starting to edit this vlog that you're watching now. Feel like this is one, like I said, I don't know if I said it in this one or a different video, but I'm really struggling to try and figure out the right way to frame these as like proper coherent stories. So this may be a bit of an all over the place vlog. Monday, let's go. It's the 5th of January, first proper day of the year. Back to the office, back to real hard-hitting reality. But obviously the first real hurdle or challenge in terms of sticking to New Year's resolutions is when you get slapped in the face by the reality of life. And that is what I'm bracing myself for. So woke up early this morning, got a 6:30 start, got a cheeky bit of meditation in. Wasn't that cheeky, but I meditated. Now my favorite part of the day, coffee. Currently the time is 7:10. Gonna try crank out maybe 30-40 minutes of editing and then head into work. Then gonna go for a 5k run after work. The last thing, I've got a list of things I wanted to do in January that I built out over the build up to the new year. Got one thing left that I said I was going to do by the 5th of January, which is work through and select the paintings that I want to have live on my website when I update it. So that is what I'm going to do this evening, is some painting sorting. And then from there, I need to figure out how to make those paintings look good on the website. Cheers. It's 9:30 p.m. I want to go to bed. But I said this morning I was going to start to put I thought I was going to pick all the paintings for the website. I'm not doing that. But I'm going to pick a few and start the process. I've already picked all of these. These ones are all going on the website. So I'll just put them there for a minute. I'm going to get a good angle over here. You're going to edit this, right? Yeah, of course. A lot of these are going to end up on the website, but some of them aren't. This one, yes. This one, yes. Yes. That one? Yeah. I'm not sure about that, but we'll see. This is today's selection of paintings for the website. There's a few I'm not sure about. I also, listen, I don't live in a fucking art studio. I don't live in an art gallery. So this isn't the most premium way of displaying these very premium paintings. But just understand this. These paintings will grace the likes of Sotheby's and Christie's and some of the biggest museums in the world someday. You're just seeing them when they're in their infancy in my kitchen. So consider yourself very lucky that you're getting to see this level of behind the scenes of one of the most significant artists of history. Progress. I haven't got every painting for the website yet, but I'm sticking to the ethos that I'm bringing into January, which is momentum. And so, didn't want to do anything. I did something. That's progress. That is moving the ball forward, even if only slightly. But for now, it's 9:30 a.m. p.m. Look, I'm too tired. 9:30 p.m. I'm going to bed. I forgot to record the next part, but I found a canvas of Marilyn Monroe's head in the bin store of my apartment. Check out my Instagram or YouTube shorts if you want to see the full story of that. But you'll find this next clip in the middle of that painting because, yeah, I forgot to film the first part. So also, yeah, here I am, Dublin Airport in the future. Anyway, that's not the point. Marilyn Monroe, back to the vlog. Gonna leave this to dry overnight, so I'm gonna go to bed, come back tomorrow, paint it some more, and then I think it's gonna end up on the street, adorning some corner of the street somewhere. It's a new day. The paint's all dry. Time for round 2. Then, once I've done that, gonna finish making that short form piece of content, post that, and then I realized I also have to post a YouTube video because I'm so concentrated on making the YouTube videos that I'm forgetting about the fact that I have to post one each week. And this is the first week of the year, so I can't fail at the first hurdle. Got to post a video. Marilyn Monroe is further updated. I'll show you her in a minute. But now I'm also trying to use Gemini to make a YouTube thumbnail for me. So I'm about to upload the YouTube video. Don't have a good thumbnail. Thought, why not give Nano Banana or whatever it's called a chance to make a nice thumbnail for me? So let's see how it does. It just said it can't edit public figures, certain public figures. I just replied saying, that's me. And I wanted a thumbnail that said, just start. And it's giving me this in response. Sick. So that's doing a good job of editing, isn't it? Let's see how ChatGPT does with the prompt. ChatGPT for the win. It came through with 2 very quickly created images, 2 options. Let's go. And just like that, we started the year. For the sake of the record, 7:59 p.m. on Wednesday the 7th of January, and we've officially uploaded our first YouTube video of the year. Just so we can see, 7th of January also, we've got, I don't know if you can see this, but 129 subscribers, 60 videos uploaded. Let's see where that number, so if we've got, well, actually I'm not going to try to do the maths because I don't know how many shorts I'm going to upload, but first video of the year, 51 more minimum long form YouTube videos to come. You're watching one of them. This is a different one. That's a different old video by now. You've probably seen that if you're a loyal subscriber. And if you're not, hit subscribe now. Because there's 51 more videos at least coming this year. Not to mention shorts. Not to mention all sorts of other wonderful artistic endeavours. Anyway, should I go show you Marilyn Monroe? Because she's got another lick of paint on her. Here she is. See, I was planning to just leave this on the street somewhere, but now I'm really starting to like the painting. This always happens when I think of things that I want to put on the street. I lose all my inhibitions. I paint something I love, and then I don't want to get rid of it. So, don't know what I'm going to do. But for now, I'm going to go eat some noodles. Absolutely soaking wet. Just went for a run. Got 2 very excited packages. And because I'm soaking wet and my hair looks hilariously weird and funny, I thought it'd be a good visual hook for a TikTok. So, very, very excited to open these 2 packages. So the streak of every day in January so far, making a piece of content, at least one, is working. Also, oh my God, TikTok, what is going on? I genuinely, so many times have heard people saying, think they're shadow banned on TikTok because they're not getting any views. And I'm always like, you're clearly just making really bad content. But something's going on with my TikTok. The last 7 videos I posted, 2 of them, the rest of them were a bit rubbish, but 2 of them were good. And yeah, none of them have gotten more than 50 views. One of them has a 30% engagement rate, which for anyone who knows social media, that's mental. And it should have more than 50 or 60 views. And I'm raging about it. Anyway, I'm going to open these, flip my camera to vertical mode, open these videos, whatever, packages. Jesus. Tired after my run and I need some dinner, even though I've eaten too much today already. Shut up, leave me alone, alright? I'm going to go make some social media content. Out of the shower now, a bit drier, and this is what the t-shirt sample looks like. I think definitely a step up in quality from the previous t-shirt samples I had. Obviously need to see how it washes and stuff, but it feels nicer. This design element, it's really hard to know exactly where it's going to be when you're designing it on the digital image. They need to sort that shit out, but it's a little bit too low. So I think it needs to go up a bit higher, but definitely pops more. Maybe I want to shrink it a little bit, but I think the colors look a lot better than they did previously. And this, very excited by this sample. The hat with embroidery on it. Looking absolutely dank. Maybe, let me know what you think. Should it go a little bit lower, or is it perfect where it is? I don't know. But either way, hats do not suit me, but big fan of this. One more package arrived. It was this blue hoodie, another design update. The hoodie feels banging in terms of the quality of the hoodie. Great material. But the design, I think, is too thick. I've changed the design to try and make the colours pop more on the clothing. And to be honest, I think it doesn't look as cool as the skinnier design. So I think I need to go back to the previous design. Probably just on the black background, because that's where it pops the most. That's where my head's at. I'm going to go order a burrito.